we're looking right now, the search area is right at the Proctor Road and Business Route 4. We've searched a large area. In that area, we've looked at the abandoned buildings within that area, and we have search teams. We have a number of search teams that are going out, made up of the Vermont State Police and the other local departments. We're sending them out, and the search team, we have a search manager on scene here, and we're basically eliminating a number of areas within about a mile and a half area of the last place located, or excuse me, last place seen.
You said that you're searching a lot of abandoned buildings. Is there anything about this area in particular that makes the search challenging?
Well, we do have a number of abandoned buildings around here, and those are kind of tough to make sure that we go into every place where a small child could be. We also have the use of the helicopter here, which is phenomenal for us because it helps us cover a great deal of area very quickly.
Also, because this is a child, and probably if she's out there very scared, is there any precautions that you are taking, anything special in the search to accommodate the child?
I mean, we have our rescuers out there. They know what the age group of the child we're looking for, so they're really going out there, calling her name, and trying to be as friendly as possible, so she'll actually respond to us and help us locate her.
Can you tell me, I know you guys are past this, does it go down Business Route 4 in either direction? It seems like most of the search is centered on West Proctor Road as opposed to this side of Business Route 4. Is that correct?
Well, we've got pretty much about a mile and a half.
So you guys are on this side?
We are looking at all areas of that.
You have search dogs from all over the place, New England, Canine. Have they been of any help?
They've been a great deal of help because they're able to help us check off places. I really don't want to comment about the investigation yet because it is an ongoing investigation, and whether we have found things or not, those are just at this point.
Can you tell us if there's any evidence of foul play?
That would be something that you have to speak to the investigator.
How is this search different from other searches you've done for missing children?
I mean, I was involved in the search for the young boy up in the Arlington, Sunderland area, and this is very close to that. I mean, we had helicopter resources, we had first responders that we sent out throughout the night, and the search hasn't stopped since this call came in at 4:30. And we're going to continue to evaluate this case and see where we go from this point forward.
How many people are out there looking for her right now?
We have roughly somewhere between 55 and 70 first responders. That's just a rough number that we have, and we had a number of people call in to ask to help out.
From what it sounds like, there's not a lot of question about the integrity or the veracity of the person that called in the tip. So there's no reason to think that this girl doesn't exist. The question is she missing, or is there something more sinister going on here? Is that fair to say?
My job really is to try to help locate this young lady.
I understand. I'm kind of directing that question to the guy next to you too.
Right. I mean, it's obviously an open and ongoing investigation. We're not going to speculate, at this time.
But I mean, is there any reason to doubt that the girl exists?
Like I said, it's an active and ongoing investigation at this point. I don't want to prematurely comment, regarding the case.
Do you feel a sense of urgency because it's going to be cold and rainy the next few days?
Well, obviously, whenever we have a reported missing juvenile, there's a sense of urgency, which is why, as Lieutenant Treya mentioned earlier, that as soon as we got this call, a hasty search was done, and when the juvenile wasn't immediately located, we expanded that search and have continued the search all the way through this point here. So. With that being said, if there's any further updates later on today, we will certainly issue a press release again. It will probably come via Stephanie. And thank you for your time.
Can I ask one more question? If you don't find a person in this area, do you then expand it out and keep growing out? Is that how the process works?
Yes, we have a search manager that will sit there, and we basically need to check off certain areas around here. And then when we get to a point where we're confident that the child is not located in a certain area, we're going to expand that out. And we use the time that the child's been gone, how long they can go, the weather. They have a formula that can figure this out.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you,
folks.
folks.
Thank you.
We'll walk away with the mics.